Hi everybody, it's Nancy back with Bonus Tracks by Nancy, and it is Music Monday. We have plenty to talk about as far as music's concerned, but before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to my girl Deniserichards, who's had such a rocky road. I know she's currently getting a lot of blowback because she had said a few years ago she would never get divorced again, and she is getting divorced. Her husband filed, from what I read, on July 4th, which is awful. Talk about an Independence Day you hoped wouldn't come. You guys know that I've covered entertainment for a long time, so I have to be honest and tell you that one of the worst things that entertainers go through is living through things like this in the public eye. So please be kind. Give her some space, okay? Now, into music, you know, Mattcameron has announced that he's leaving Pearl Jam. And there's been all kinds of discussions about him on social media. But I have to tell you, Mattcameron is your favorite drummer's favorite drummer. I mean, this guy has precision, power, groove, no gimmicks, just gets it done. To all the haters out there, I'm just going to say that if you think Mattcameron isn't good enough for Pearl Jam, or Soundgarden for that matter, maybe the problem isn't him. Maybe it's you. It's your ears. It's wild to me, you know, that people think that Mattcameron's place in rock history is misguided. I mean, he didn't just join two legendary bands. He anchored them. And what is the deal with people calling Mattcameron a fill-in or a replacement? I mean, I hear stuff like that all the time about band members in some pretty classic groups. Some of you know my late husband was a huge Jethro Tull fan. And I interviewed Martin Barr, who's been their lead guitarist until a few years ago, actually, since '68. And, you know, I had people comment that Nick Abrams, who was a founding member and joined in '67, was the true lead guitarist. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous to me. Just like Martin was a foundational force for Tull, Mattcameron is a foundational force behind two of the biggest rock bands in the past, 40 years? I mean, disrespect him, and you really out yourself as a true casual. You know, you can argue about set lists all day, but dragging Mattcameron, that's where I really draw the line. The man's a beast behind the kit, and he's a class act on and off the stage. Feel free to, disagree with me, of course, but listen to the music. Cameron doesn't just keep time. He defines the identity of the bands. I mean, he elevated Soundgarden. He evolved Pearl Jam. So please, if you think you want to criticize him, take another listen. And by the way, what is up with The Who and Zakstarkey? Let me just say that before we end. I mean, he plays too loud. One of my music engineer friends said, didn't Keith Moon play too loud? I mean, we'll talk about that another time. But in any event, tune in on Wednesday and we'll talk about cars, and tune in on Friday and we'll talk about different things, including especially the Southwest and its people. This is Nancy from Bonus Tracks by Nancy. If you like this, tell your friends, and if you didn't like it, either don't tell them or fib. Thanks for listening.